Good day. How are you? Hope all is well. I'd like to thank you and welcome you to another episode of Fuck Is They Talking About. And it's your host. Good day. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Fuck Is They Talking About. I'm your host, Michael the Librarian. Today I'm without my co-host. She's not feeling well. Hope she gets better soon. But today's topic is one that is of absolute importance to understand the point that humanity is in right now. The other day, somebody asked me a question of why is there so much evil in this world? And I thought that was an interesting question. And there's many different reasons why there's evil in this world. Which is different to everybody because it's all about your definitions in that regard. While there is a general understanding of what evil is, the increase of evil, the increase of things that are going on in this world that we would consider of a negative vibration, a negative frequency, is due to the fact that the mass consciousness of the planet is changing. The mass consciousness of the planet, believe it or not, is ascending. It kind of goes to the saying that most of us was grew up on, is that it gets worse before it gets better. And that's from the aspect of the fact that when you start raising the frequencies and the vibration that you operate on, it starts to bring things up, things that need to be dealt with, things that hasn't been integrated. And that's what is going on in society today, what we see now. It's it's getting rid of the baggage. It's finally addressing things that needs to be addressed from a societal standpoint, the frameworks that society is ran on, paradigm shift in thinking, a different perspective on reality and how it operates and how we exist and relatate in relation to it. All this shit gotta be flushed away. And the only way to flush the shit away is to wipe your ass. But before that, you gotta let it all the fuck out. You gotta let it all the fuck out. And that's what's going on right now. All this shit's getting the fuck out. You gotta let it the fuck out. Because where we're going, you can't bring the bullshit with you. The frequency and the vibration that Earth is ascending to does not allow for the fuck shit. Just doesn't allow it. Gotta let that shit go. Or you won't go. Because what's happening is that where the Earth runs in cycles. Many cycles that runs on different scales at different lengths and time periods. Right now, we are at the ending of one of the major cycles that occurs on this planet. It's called a stellar activation cycle, where this is kind of the ideology of a harvest comes from the fact that the souls that are elevating their frequencies and their vibrations are going to start living on a different plane of existence, a different level of existence. For sure, at a fork in the road. And so, this is why it's important for people to heal themselves, heal their trauma, follow their passion, because it's all key, it's all important in deciding if you're going to be on the version of Earth that is ascending, or you're going to be on the version of Earth that's going to go a different path. I ain't got time to be fucking around. Some of us souls have come here to heal ancestral trauma. Healing the ancestral trauma is nothing but a reactivation of dormant DNA. Cause some of us came from bloodlines that was fucking up and doing wild shit. So galactic federations and all these other niggas started putting caps and shit on our DNA. Some of us come from the bloodline of the Melchizedeks. These niggas is wilding out. And so it's with the 12 tribes, Zuda, the 12 lost tribes, the fucking 12 disciples, the zodiac sign 12. It's all about reactivating the 12 strand DNA that we all have. But it requires a willingness to understand that it's more to this than we thought. Kind of went off a little bit, but but back to the stellar activation. This is a cycle right here that ends about every 26 to 27,000 years, and the ending goes for about 30 to 50 years, and we're in the middle of it. And you can just tell by all these storylines that's playing out on Earth, like the fuck with the United States of America, with the government, how this shit is ran, the world economy, contact with extraterrestrial beings. That shit's starting to get talked about a lot. Like, it's the ending of something, and it's time for niggas to start making choices. It's time to start making tough choices. Because at the end of the day, you might have to leave some people behind you never thought you was gonna have to. For real. Because you don't know what their life path is. Start looking in the Kalantic sciences. Light body activation, understanding the frequencies and ways to expand them so you can experience this reality in different ways. Because we at the end of a cycle. That's part of the reason why the gender wars is going on, especially in the fucking black community. It's time for all of this nut ass shit to get put on the fucking table, so it can be talked about, healed from, and moved the fuck on from. A lot of niggas ain't listening. A lot of niggas are still, you can see now, they still choosing the same. They still going right. You know, it's interesting. When I was in jail, when I was in state prison, I met an OG from the hood that I was raised in, but I never knew him before I went to jail. I met him in prison, and he recognized then that I was a different type of nigga, like, cause he nicknamed me Left Lane. And for sure, that's the motherfucking lane I'ma be in. While most of the niggas is going right, I'm going left. I'm going left. For sure I am. Because this shit is about to get interesting. This is really about to be a new way of living, a new understanding of life. So, you know, definitely working on activating the dormant DNA. Whether that's through breath work, exercising, following your passion to your highest and fullest capability, meditating, showing unconditional love and being in service to others, having a creative expression that you truly love, eating healthy, spending time in nature, grounding. This is just one of the many ways of tuning the light body to the frequency that it needs to be on in order to activate the DNA and move on to different perspectives and reacting to the reality of, not the reality, but the nature of our existence from different perspectives. Experiencing the time-space continuum from a different point of view. Truly understanding that mind, body, and spirit are three totally separate different things that have three different functions. That's what 4D is, under seeing time and space in that perspective, living in complete synchronicity. One of the things I've done too that has helped me out, just a sad note, I stopped listening to music with words. I've there's all types of instrumentals there's instrumental music for whatever genre you like to listen to, whatever genre. So I just listen to instrumentals and catch a vibe. Let it take me somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's helped a lot. With the ancestral trauma, it ain't even necessarily you carrying baggage. It's really you doing what you need to do to elevate yourself. By reactivating the DNA, because by you doing that, you reactivate the DNA inside of your body that's been dormant. That's all it is. Just reactivating your light body. Because your spirit is not in your body is in your spirit. I've been seeing that since a kid, and I didn't even realize that's what I was seeing until recently. But like I've always been able to see the light body around the physical form as a child. Went away for a little bit in life, but I've been seeing it again a lot lately. And don't get left behind. Shit. Motherfuckers be saying they want peace, but nigga, if you really want peace, you gotta put yourself first. And you just gotta be a bright for other people to follow. You know what I'm saying? But you don't just keep yourself stuck in fucked up positions because other niggas don't want to get the nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. We ain't even rocking like that. Mm-mm. Nah, nigga. They be trying to take these words and make this shit more fucking difficult and more complicated than it needs to be. Shit getting hijacked and twisted and making it seem like you're trying to figure out an algebraic equation when it's really just 1+1. It's not fucking calculus. It's really just simple mathematics. Simple mathematics. gonna be some interesting things that happen that's going to occur in the next 18 fucking months. For real. Very, very interesting things that's going to occur in the next 18 months. And hope y'all niggas is ready. Cause y'all niggas, if not, if y'all don't start activating y'all DNA, y'all gonna understand what the real definition of a crash out the fuck really is. Cause right now you have no idea. But you gonna learn. The difficulty level is on you. You can learn the easy way, you can learn the hard way. I don't know, but it ain't my life path right now to continue to learn. Keep trying to learn the fucking hard way. Nope. You want an earth with peace? It's time for you to put in the fucking work. So you vibrate to an earth with peace. You don't change the world, you change yourself. When you change yourself, you end up on a version of earth that you prefer to fucking be on. Now, I don't know about you niggas, but I'm ducking and dodging all of this bullshit for real. Getting to where I need to go. Those who's meant to come with me, they're gonna be there. And if they ain't, then they wasn't meant to be there. It is what it is. It is what it fucking is. And you gotta be alright with that within yourself. Don't be afraid. Oh, this is a real interesting fucking lifetime. For real, yo. Life is just it's interesting. It really is. Life is a very interesting experience, yo. I don't think a lot of people don't realize how much of the experience they control. That that is the forgetting. That's why the people say they awoke because they was fucking sleep, because they forgotten how much power, because we are all the creators of our own reality. Within existence. Understand the one is all and the all is the one. Cycles. Spring, summer, fall, winter. We are at the ending of a great cycle in Earth's history. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be at the end of it? What perspective do you want to be viewing the end of the cycle? Do you want to experience it from a fear-based negative point of view? Or do you want to understand it from a more positive point of view? A more positive perspective? I know how the fuck I want to see the shit. For real. So, the evil in the world is a flushing of the bullshit. But it all starts on the individual level. Start flushing out your own bullshit. Start listening to your spirit and not what society is telling you to fucking do. Start listening to your spirit, to yourself, to your higher mind. Stop ignoring yourself. Start breaking through the conditioning, the bondage of your conditioning. Listen, I'm gonna be putting the information out to help you niggas, man. But if you niggas ain't drinking the water, the fuck am I gonna do? I can take you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. And I'm not. Yeah, I'm not waiting to see if you gonna drink it either. No. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me, big dog. Nah, nigga. Activating his DNA, fighting this Orion energy. But motherfucker, don't think that if you choose the left lane, you gonna come out this motherfucker unscathed. Cause you, nah, nigga, no, you surely mistaken. The shit gonna hurt. Believe that. Shit gonna hurt. It's gonna be real uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, it's only gonna be as hard as you make it. As hard as you make it. Not as hard as Trump or the fucking judge or your neighbors or your family, your co-workers. No, none of that. It's gonna be about as hard as you decided for it to fucking be. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. So I'm gonna wrap this episode up. I ain't have my co-host this week, but I need to put something on you so you can understand the significance as we continue to use this platform to ask questions and to help change the perspective and help be a part of the paradigm shift to help those who decide to get in the left lane. To help those who decide to get in the left lane. You notice when you get in the left lane, that's the speeding lane. You see what I'm talking about? See what the fuck I'm talking about? When you get in that left lane, you get to go faster. You know what I'm talking about? The flow of traffic is faster in the left lane. You know what I'm talking about? Of course you do. Of course you do. Of course you fucking do. Stay in pursuit of the end of anything that's keeping you from being your authentic self. To the next episode.